All right, so you want to make a good impression, right? You've got this special someone in mind, and you sent over this video all about getting their attention.
Yeah.
So we're going to dive deep into it, but forget the cheesy pickup lines. Okay. We're talking about real connection stuff, and I gotta say, some of this is actually pretty smart.
You know what I think is really cool about this video? It's all about being yourself and treating people with respect, which honestly is so refreshing. You don't always see that in the dating advice world.
Yeah, totally. And they just jump right in talking about first impressions. It's like that moment you walk into a room and bam, there she is. You've got, what, seconds to make an impact? It's crazy how fast we judge each other, right?
It's true. We really do rely on those first impressions. Visuals especially play a huge role.
So it's not about pretending to be someone else. It's more like highlighting what you've already got going for you.
Exactly. It's picking clothes that fit you well and that say something about who you are. Show that you respect yourself, and others will pick up on that.
They even get into really specific stuff, like having clean nails and smelling good, which I thought was kind of funny at first, but they make a good point.
Oh yeah, those little things add up. They show you care about how you present yourself, and when you feel put together, you just have more confidence, like a different energy. And people are drawn to that.
I can see that. So, okay, you've nailed the first impression. What's next? How do you keep her interested? The video talks about common ground, which, duh, right? But they have some really clever ways to figure out what she's into.
Just be observant. Listen to what she talks about with her friends. What kind of stuff does she have with her? Even her social media, if you're connected.
Yeah.
It all tells you something.
They even say, now she likes to read, carry around your favorite book. Creates a natural opening for a conversation. But there's got to be a line between being interested and being creepy, right?
For sure. The video is all about being genuine. If you pretend to like something just to impress her, she's going to know. It's way more attractive to be real, even if it means saying, hey, I don't know much about that. Tell me more.
Yeah, instead of faking it with a band she likes, be honest. Say, I haven't heard of them. What song should I check out? Shows you're curious and want to learn about her world.
Exactly. It's like you're letting your guard down a little.
Yeah.
And that can be a really good thing. It makes her feel more comfortable too.
So we've got looking good, finding common ground, but obviously lasting attraction is about more than just surface stuff. That's where I thought the video got really interesting. They talk a lot about kindness. Looks might get someone's attention, but it's kindness, empathy, really supporting someone that builds a real connection.
And that ties directly into trust. When you're consistently kind, it shows you're someone she can rely on.
And it doesn't have to be some big gesture. They give examples like, if she's reading a book saying, oh, I've heard great things about that author, what do you think? Shows you're paying attention.
Little things like that make a difference. They show you see her, not just trying to get her attention.
Right, and sometimes it's not even about saying anything, it's about listening. If she's having a bad day, just being there for her can be the best thing.
Totally. Sometimes people just need to feel heard,
Yeah.
Not like you're trying to fix everything.
Okay, so we've got looking good, common ground, being kind. What else? They talk about giving her a glimpse of dating you. What's that even mean?
Well, it's like giving her a little preview of what it would be like to spend time with you.
Okay, but how do you do that without being weird about it?
It's about paying attention to what she needs and what she likes. Like if it's raining, offer to share your umbrella, or if she mentions her favorite coffee, surprise her with it sometime. Just little things to show you care.
So it's like you're showing you're thoughtful without making a big show of it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not trying to shower her with gifts. You're just showing that you see her and that you want her to be happy.
Okay, I can see that. Now, they also mentioned social media, which I'm kind of iffy about.
Yeah.
Seems like that could backfire pretty easily.
It could, if you're not being real. The point is to use it to share the things you're passionate about, whether it's cooking, hiking, volunteering, whatever it is. It lets her see what you're into.
Without being like, hey, look at me.
Right.
Exactly.
It lets her decide if she connects with your lifestyle.
I get it.
Yeah.
So all this is great, but they also say it's super important to give her space. They use this analogy of a buffet, which I love.
It's perfect. You don't pile your plate with everything at once. You enjoy each thing. And it's the same with building a connection. You got to give her space to appreciate you without feeling overwhelmed.
Makes me think how easy it is to go overboard, especially when you're excited about someone, but coming on too strong can be a turnoff.
Oh yeah, it can seem needy and insecure, like you don't believe in yourself. Giving her space shows you're confident, and confidence is attractive.
Shows you're not looking to her for validation. You're good on your own. So we've covered presentation, common ground, kindness, boundaries, all really important stuff. But there's another layer to attraction that we often forget about: body language.
Yeah, body language. It's like this whole other conversation happening without words.
The video talks about making eye contact, which seems so basic, but it makes a big difference. Shows you're confident and interested.
Right.
And if you pair that with a genuine smile, you're instantly more approachable.
It makes people feel comfortable, like they matter to you.
And it's not just about what you do, it's about what you don't do. Like, put your phone away when you're with her. Give her your full attention. It means a lot in a world full of distractions.
It shows you value her company more than whatever's on your phone.
Totally. They also talk about posture, standing up straight, shoulders relaxed,
Oh.
open body language. All that says you're comfortable and confident.
Makes you seem more approachable. And don't forget, she's probably watching how you treat other people too. If you're kind and respectful to everyone, it shows what kind of person you really are.
It's like this overall positive energy. You're someone who lifts people up. So even with all this advice, it can still be scary to put yourself out there. What about the fear of rejection?
Yeah, that's a big one.
The video actually says that rejection isn't the end of the world. It's better to try and fail than to never try at all. What do you think about that?
I think it's a really healthy way to look at it. We tend to blow rejection way out of proportion. It's not a reflection of your worth. It just means you weren't the right fit in that particular situation.
So instead of seeing it as a personal attack,
Yeah.
it's more like feedback.
Exactly. It can help you figure out what you're looking for or what you could do differently next time. The important thing is to not let fear stop you from going for it.
So basically the video is saying, you gotta be the best version of yourself and have the guts to put yourself out there.
Yeah, and do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Not to trick someone into liking you, but to connect with someone who appreciates you for you.
So much good stuff here. We talked about first impressions, common ground, kindness, respecting space. All super important. What stands out to you as the biggest takeaway?
I think it's interesting that even though the video is about attracting a crush, all this stuff applies to any relationship. Friendships, family, work, whatever. It's all about building stronger connections with the people in your life.
It's not just about getting the girl. It's about becoming the kind of person people want to be around. So for everyone listening, focus on being genuine, kind, respectful. Let those qualities shine through and you'll attract the right people.
And don't be afraid to take a chance. Even if you get rejected, you'll learn something from it. And who knows, maybe you'll surprise yourself with what you're capable of. It's kind of like letting her see what it would be like to actually go out with you.
Okay, I kind of get that. But how do you actually do that without coming on too strong?
The video says pay attention to little things. Like if she needs something or what she likes, like say it's raining and she doesn't have an umbrella, offer her yours. Or if she's always talking about this one coffee shop, bring her a cup sometime. Just little gestures.
So it's about being thoughtful, but not like over the top.
Exactly. It's not about spending a ton of money or going crazy. It's just showing her that you notice her and that you want her to be happy.
I get it. Now, what about social media? They talk about that in the video too, but I feel like that's a slippery slope.
It can be. Yeah. You gotta be careful. The key is to just be yourself. Share the things you're genuinely passionate about, like cooking, hiking, volunteering, whatever it is. Let her see what you're all about.
But without being all, look at me, look at me.
Exactly. You're just putting it out there and letting her decide if she vibes with it.
Okay, I like that. So we've got putting your best foot forward, finding things in common, being a good guy, all that stuff. But then they say something really interesting about giving her space. They have this whole analogy about a buffet.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
It's perfect. It's like you don't go to a buffet and just pile your plate with everything at once. You take your time, savor each dish. Same thing with getting to know someone. Give her some space. Let her appreciate you without feeling suffocated. It's so true. It's like when you're really into someone, it's easy to get carried away, but sometimes that can backfire.
Totally. Coming on too strong can make you seem desperate, like you need her approval. Giving her space shows you're confident, you're secure in yourself.
Yeah, it's like you're saying I'm good with or without you, which ironically makes you more attractive.
Exactly. Confidence is key.
So we've covered how you present yourself, finding common ground, being kind, setting boundaries, all really important stuff. But there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked: body language.
Oh yeah, body language is huge. It's like this whole other conversation you're having without even realizing it.
The video talks a lot about making eye contact. It seems simple, but it really does make a difference. Shows you're confident and you're interested in what she has to say. And if you throw in a genuine smile, even better.
Makes you seem warm and approachable.
And it's not just about what you do, it's about what you don't do. Like, put your phone away when you're talking to her. Give her your undivided attention. That's a big deal these days.
It shows you're present in the moment with her.
Totally. They also talk about posture, like stand up straight, relax your shoulders, open body language. It all says I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah, it projects confidence.
Yep.
And approachability. And don't forget, she's probably watching how you interact with other people too. If you're kind and respectful to everyone, it says a lot about your character.
It's like you're radiating positive energy. You're someone who makes people feel good. So even with all this advice, it's still scary to put yourself out there, right? What about the fear of rejection?
Ugh, yeah, that's the worst.
The video says that rejection isn't the end of the world. It's actually better to try and fail than to never try at all. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's so true. We tend to make rejection into this huge thing in our heads, but it's really not a big deal. It just means it wasn't the right fit at that particular time. It doesn't mean anything about you as a person.
So instead of seeing it as a personal attack, it's more like just information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It can help you figure out what you want or what you could do differently next time. The important thing is to not let fear hold you back.
They even say, like, look at rejection as a learning experience. Like, maybe it helps you figure out what you really want in someone or how to approach things differently next time.
It's all about the journey, right? The ups and the downs. You learn something either way, even if it doesn't work out romantically.
So it sounds like the big takeaway from this video is be your best self inside and out and just go for it.
Yeah, and do it for the right reasons. Not to play games, but to really connect with someone who gets you.
We covered a lot today. First impressions, finding common ground, being a decent human being, respecting boundaries. What do you think is the most important thing people should take away from all this?
It's funny because even though this video is all about attracting a crush, all the stuff applies to any relationship, you know? Friends, family, coworkers. It's about building better connections with everyone in your life.
So it's not just about getting the girl. It's about being the kind of person people want to be around.
Right.
Exactly. So everyone listening, remember, be yourself, be kind, be respectful, and the right people will come into your life.
And don't be afraid to take a chance. Even if it doesn't work out, you'll learn from it. And you never know what might happen.
That's such a good point. It's like they say, the biggest regret is not the things we do, but the things we don't do.
So true. Every interaction is a chance to grow, to learn. You get something out of it, whether it leads to a relationship or not.
This has been a really great deep dive. Learned so much about how attraction works and how to connect with people. But what's the one thing our listeners should do after listening to all of this? What's the next step?
The video keeps saying you got to take action, right? So my question for you, the listener, is what are you going to do today to get your crush to notice you?
Will you try that new haircut you've been thinking about? Talk to her about that band you both love? Or just give her a real, genuine compliment that shows you're paying attention?
It doesn't have to be something huge. Just a little step outside your comfort zone.
Exactly. And even if it doesn't go perfectly, you still learn something about yourself.
That's the important part.
Well, this has been awesome. We talked about everything from what to wear to how to act to the power of just being a good person. But the biggest takeaway, I think, is that attracting someone starts with being the best version of you.
And who knows, maybe by trying some of this stuff, you'll not only catch your crush's eye, but you'll find a new confidence you never knew you had.
That would be amazing. Right. Well, we want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think. Ask questions, share your stories. We're all in this together, right?
Absolutely.
So until next time, keep those deep dives going. And remember, connection is everything.